Hey, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're going to start. We have one of the first in a series of special interviews that we will bring leading up to the Global Family Office Investment Summit, the 24th edition, down in Sunny Isles in Miami, February 18th and 19th. We'll be there on location. We're super excited about it. And the caliber of people that my good friend, Anthony Ritosa, brings to these events is really bar none. And so when he accepted my offer to do the interviews and create a buzz about the event and give something of value like that to the sponsors and to the conference, and he accepted, I was very happy about it here. Kicking us off, we have a very special guest. His name is Alan Smithson. He is a father, founder, futurist, author, and a DJ. Alan, it's a pleasure to have you on. How are you?
I'm so magical today. I'm so grateful to be on the show with you. And when Anthony invited me to the this upcoming event in Miami, this will be my fifth event with Anthony and Ritosa at the different events. Yeah. Most of them have been in the Middle East, in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, and also there was one in Monaco which I didn't go to, but this is the first time it's going to be stateside. And yet, if it's anything like the other ones, this is going to be an event to remember.
Well, yeah, absolutely. He always does really such an amazing job. Like you, I've done a number of events with him, and it's the caliber of people that he's able to bring together. It's a little bit of magic. I told him, I actually wrote an endorsement for him on LinkedIn, and I said, I said a number of things, but your attention to detail, your attention to people, and the resilience, it keeps me coming around, and I'm happy to do it. So, Alan, you are an electric guy. I mean, just looking over your websites, looking over the stuff that you have, that you're doing. I mean, it is so exciting. Tell me a little bit about what you're most proud of at the moment.
Well, always my family first. I have two beautiful daughters, Abby and Holly, and they're going through school, and that's what I'm most proud of always. And then my wife, Julie, and I have been working together for 25 years. We've been building technology companies for the last 15. We invented touchscreen technology for the music industry back in 2010 before the iPad came out. And since then, we've built hundreds of projects in virtual augmented mixed reality. And then now we're working in AI. But we really are focused on building a new education system for a post-AGI world. And AGI meaning artificial general intelligence. AI kind of smacked us in the face. We predicted these things would happen, but none of us thought that this would happen within the next maybe 10 years. It was always that, in 10 years, we'll have AI that can answer all of our questions, or in 10 years, we'll have robots that can do these things, but it's now. And so what we're doing is we're building a new education system that does two things. One, it allows students to learn the success principles: mindfulness, gratitude, perseverance, creative problem solving, economic responsibility, teamwork and mentorship, gratitude, goal setting, ethics, empathy, entrepreneurship, futurism. But also it takes investments in student startups. And then the flip side of that is, as students learn, they earn money, and a percentage of that money that they earn, they have to invest back in other student startups. So you have this kind of flywheel effect where students invest in other student startups, they help each other, but then the money made from us as a company investing in these student startups is actually waterfalled back down to the students, because 75% of Unlimited Awesome, which is the education platform, will be owned by the students. And so it's like a company like nothing else, where it's almost like a cooperative where the employees own the company, but in this case, it will use network effects to be a globally relevant organization that makes investments, kind of like Y Combinator, but for the world's ideas.
Well, that is absolutely amazing. So just to give you a little bit of a touch, this education is so important. My family, actually, my parents homeschooled me up until I went to prep school. So I was homeschooled. We were one of the first homeschoolers in North Carolina. They even took us to court, if you can believe it or not.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to push it.
Yeah, this is a long time ago, of course, but they of course kind of got laughed out of the courtroom, and my parents are both educated and everything else, and I don't know what they were expecting, but anyway, the point is that, and then you also mentioned this AGI, and I don't think that people really understand where AI is and where we're going with this, and so Talk to me a
can tell
little
you,
bit about that.
let me bookend this with just a quick couple of stats, because I think people don't understand the true ramifications of this technology. So AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, by the definition of OpenAI, is an intelligence system that is better than most humans at most work. Better than most humans at most work. So if we
Yes.
have algorithms that better than us at almost everything, okay, that's one thing. PwC just released a study that said AI is going to create 78 million new jobs. Incredible. This is amazing, right? However, last year, McKinsey came out with a study that said AI, robotics, and automation are going to eliminate 400 to 800 million jobs. So we're going to need a new social contract and social construct. Capitalism has served us very well, but we were going to need to figure out ways to figure out how to keep people prosperous and enjoying the comforts that are afforded by capitalism and by developments and innovation. But at the same time, maybe those jobs will be different. Maybe we need to pay teachers way more and healthcare workers way more, and mid-level bankers and management consultants less, because that can be done by AI. Once you've run 1 million management consulting proposals through, AI can just deliver that.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I hesitate to tell everybody, but at the same time, I mean, it is what it is. There are, few emails that I send where I don't run it through AI. I mean, like, why wouldn't I?
Have you seen OpenAI's new operator? It came out last week. You pay $200 a month for it, so it's expensive.
Okay. Yeah.
Relative to other AI products.
Sure.
But
yeah.
It will literally, you can go on and you can dictate it. Say, I want you to send 500 emails to this list. I want you to write an email based on this. This is an investment list. I want you to outreach. It will go in, open your Gmail, and start sending emails on your behalf. You don't even have to do that work anymore.
I mean, it's yeah. Well, that's the thing, and I'm so much better. Even like little things like that I would miss in an email, like just little things. You just
commas and stuff. Proper.
Or,
do you use grammar?
Or even just the person saying, "Hey, I'm available for this," or just a small detail, and it'll pick it up, and I'll say, "Oh wow, I missed that." Yep. But super interesting. So now you have it's 6VC. Now is that working with that, or is that something different?
So 6Ventures is we built a bunch of companies over the last decade and a half. We built Metaverse, which is a 3D creation platform for the spatial web. If you've ever used Canva, it's like Canva for metaverse experiences. We called our company Metaverse in 2016. So we actually created that whole metaverse hype wave. Take it or, love it or hate it. That was, was our business name. We have the trademark for it. So we've been building this and we've been building projects for the largest companies in the world, from Samsung, MasterCard, Siemens, Microsoft, Wipro. But in doing that, we were learning what do they need to be able to leverage this, and how are they leveraging it for training, marketing, retail, collaboration, 3D websites. So that's one company. Then Unlimited Awesome is our education platform. This is our North Star. Everything is in service to this. So the Metaverse platform is providing their technology from Metaverse to Unlimited Awesome as a way to have a virtual campus. So anybody anywhere on earth with a mobile phone, tablet, computer, or headset, or VR headset, can attend classes and mentorship groups anywhere on earth as an avatar. So we're eliminating the need for geography problems. We're eliminating skin color, because you appear as an avatar. You could be green if you want, it doesn't matter. So race, sex, gender, geography, none of these things matter in this new world. And I think it's better because now people can be based on their merit, they can succeed, not just based on where they happen to be or who they happen to know. And we're going to open up our network, which is fairly substantial. And I hope you'll join our network, Bruce. But we're opening up our network to all these student startups so we can invest in them. And Y Combinator, I don't know if people know this, but Y Combinator over the last 20 years has returned 176% annualized returns for the last 20 years. So it's the only asset class on earth other than Bitcoin that has hit that level.
I was going to say those are like crypto returns.
They are, but consistently over time, because they made 4,000 bets or 4,000 investments. And, like 40 of them became multi-billion-dollar companies, right? So it's the same thing as what we're aiming for. But the difference is Y Combinator is owned by a handful of people, and you and I and investors can never be part of it. Whereas
Right.
Unlimited Awesome has 20% is for investors, 75% of the company is for students to earn. And the only way they can earn it is by earning every badge. There's 50 badges. They have to earn every single one, but then they earn an equity token, which gives them governance rights and distribution of wealth rights. So it'll give them dividends for the rest of their life. You can't buy, sell, or trade it. You have to earn it, but it's yours forever. It's a way of kind of redistributing the capital to everybody, not just the select few at the top.
So it's so interesting. So I have two questions. One and then the other one. One is, what is your goal here at the Anthony or at the Global Family Office Investment Summit? And then two, what avenues are you using, and they might come together, to get the students involved?
Sure. So the first thing is we're raising $10 million for 6 ventures. And the last company, there's actually 6 companies under it's not why the company's called 6 ventures. It just happens to be there's 6 companies now. But 6IX is slang for Toronto. It was kind of named by Drake. He said, yeah, we live in the 6 because our area code is 416 and 647. Yeah. So, but the last, there's 3 major companies. We have Metaverse, Unlimited Awesome, and the last one is we're building the world's most carbon negative data center as part of this collection. So we're raising $10 million for 6 ventures. We have a bit of that already committed. So when we go back to this Retosa Summit in Miami, we're going to be closing that round. The $10 million will be divided, $3 million for each of the entities. They obviously have to raise more capital on their own, but we're putting $3 million into Metaverse, $3 million into Unlimited Awesome, and $3 million into the clean data centers. And so that's the plan. And what the next question was, what are we doing?
How are you getting the students?
So we're going to be offering. We're doing a token launch for Unlimited Awesome. So everything will be processed in our own token. So we're going to be offering $1 million to the first student, $1 million in our token to the first student who can complete all 50 of the badges. And we'll just let the universe bring people to us.
Very interesting. So and they can students can propose their different ideas and go from there. Well, that's so exciting. I know there's some kids, they might watch this. I'm going to send it over to them if they're
we're our first tranche of invitees. So we'll be launching this later this year. We've been working on the tech stack for years. So the tech stack keeps morphing, as you can imagine. New technologies come along. So we're building an infrastructure that actually encourages the change, because it's one thing to build a static product and say, here's our product, and it'll be the same product for the next 40 years, which, word and word processing, these things. But this has got to be dynamic, right? As AI agents come on board, we want to make them available to our students as, and basically the main part of this is 2 things. It's a virtual campus where you can meet people as an avatar, and it's an AI mentor that can guide you through life and learn from everything that you're learning from and help you. And it's not there to try to sell you anything. It's only there to make you the best version of yourself.
Amazing. Now you have your book up there in the top corner.
I do.
We are running on our last minute or so, but tell me more about it.
Sure. The book is called 2030, A Blueprint for Humanity's Exponential Leap. And we look at all the different technologies in the next 5 years. So we look at it from the perspective of food. We have, vertical farming, and we have lab grown meat, and we've got laser, computer vision for basically eliminating the need for fertilizers, so you can actually do weeding using lasers, things like this that are coming on board. We talk about that. We talk about finance, how blockchain, crypto, different altcoins are contributing to this, but also, what's going to happen in finance with AI and quants and that sort of thing. We talk about AI, AGI, ASI, or artificial superintelligence, quantum computing. We talk about virtual, augmented, mixed reality, XR, brain-computer interfaces. We talk about space travel. Everything is in this book. And the book is less about our predictions on the future, and it's more about our premonitions if we get this right. It's our kind of challenge to the world that if we nail this next 5 years, the next 5 years are going to be pivotal to humanity's success. And if we nail it, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But there are some cautionary tales to be had. And I actually had a blog called AI versus Humans, What Could Possibly Go Wrong? It turns out there's a lot of things that could go wrong. So I've analyzed that. We've taken all the things that could go wrong, mitigate it and at least kind of give people, the readers of the book, some ideas of what could go wrong, but more what could go right. Because I would say 99% is going to be amazing. We're going to have 1% of terrible, horrible things.
Yeah.
Let's just mitigate those things and focus on the best possible path forward for all of humanity, not just a select few at the top.
Amazing. Well, folks, you can see that where to get that book. It's 2030book.org. Alan, thank you so much for coming on. How else do people get a hold of you? What's your social media website, main website?
I'm on LinkedIn as well. Just my name there. You can find me on LinkedIn. 6.vc is the website there. And you can also just go on my website for myself personally, which has my DJ stuff and all that. But it's just alansmithson.com.
AlanSmithson.com. That's where I first got to introduce to him. It is something else. Alan, thank you so much for coming on. I look forward to seeing you in Florida.
I'll see you in Miami.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.